The day of this recording is a week from America's Independence Day, 4th of July. This year is very special. It's the 205th year. One thing that we can all agree is right now that a lot of things are happening, and this year's Independence Day seems less of celebration instead of a lot of fear going on. And a lot of people are talking about the fall of the empire. The American dollar, US dollar is devaluing, and the economy seems like it's in the recession. There's a job layoff. There's a lot of scarcity and fear among everyone in this country, and everybody seems stressed out. This, I believe, everyone can agree. It seems like something is off, something big is going to happen. So I want to have a conversation on how we got here. And all of this is actually an inside job. If we look back 25 years, the year 2000, the year of 2000, we have a dot-com bubble, which was accumulated in the late 90s and burst in 2000. In 2001, we have the 9/11, and a lot of people got caught off guard on that attack, on that event. Followed by that, we have a financial crisis in 2008, and this was due to the mortgage, real estate sector of the economy. During the early 2010, we had a comfortable reality for about 5 to 6 years. Then we hit 2016, which is the election that changed everything, because we started getting divided, separated, and we started dividing into two parties, left or right, and also a lot of racial problem, black and white, right? That was the starting point of separation, this division, this polarization that happens in this country. And fast forward to 2020, it was the COVID pandemic. Around that time, we have George Floyd incident that triggered and shows what's really going on under the surface of the America and the vaccine. To take the shot or not to take the shot, it's also a division. People are fighting, angry at each other. And at the same time, we have an election again during that year and break up the entire population into 50-50. After 2020, we have this AI technology all of a sudden just came out of nowhere. Something is brewing underneath the surface. That people are starting afraid of losing their job. People start to feel uncertain, and at the same time, there's many disclosure files, the Epstein, the UFO files, and all these are making people very scared. Earlier, when I said this is our inside job, I'm not talking about conspiracy theory. However, if we really look into it, it all came from us, within us, the inside job, the inner self. We are projecting this reality into our screen. However, I do agree there's a force, there's some sort of maybe entity, elites are controlling this massive shift into this reality. Because if we look at it from childhood, we are taught to follow the rule, don't question anything, and stay in the line, and don't go outside of the box, don't overthink, don't overanalyze, and if you do, they put a label on you, and you will be outcast. I personally experienced that. That's why a lot of people are staying in line. A lot of people are following this path. Even though many of us are uncomfortable, many people are feeling stressed out and energy drained. The programming us since childhood, and when we enter the adult society, we still carry that programming within us. As the timeline that I mentioned goes back to 25 years ago, and we start experiencing the technology online, digital, and throughout the 25 years. Now looking back, seems like we are paving the path of going towards that. The dot-com bubble burst in 2000, and right now we are actually on the edge of the AI bubble burst. What does that tell you? That is telling you that where the attention goes, energy flows. Okay. During COVID, I actually personally heard on the street, literally heard on the street from people talking, homeless talking on the street about they are planning a new world order and one world order. At the time, seems very crazy thought around 2022. I heard it, I never given thought about it, but now it seems like it's going there. We're heading towards that, but it's not what we think. It's not in one person, but machine, robot, humanoid. So this has been developed, has been programmed since 25 years ago. And we're just not aware of it because we are just so busy making money and living our life, paying the bills, worry about our own life, chasing, consume. And many of us also feel the unworthy, the identity that's not even belong to us. So while we are so busy doing all these, our mind, our connected subconscious is building up this reality that we are unaware of, that we are unconscious of. So back to what I said about where attention goes, energy flows. Money is the energy. Money is a tool of exchanging energy. So 2000 dot-com crash, then money and our attention was there, and energy, which is money, was there. When the energy has nowhere to go, to direct, to flow, then it will burst. It will break out. When it breaks out, the energy is still transforming into other forms, right? So we can see that's why the fear might be a result of 9/11. No matter how you see it, 9/11 is an inside job. If you think it is coming from the government, the word govern, MENT, is actually the line. So when we talk about government, it's controlling our mind, essentially. Also, a lot of movies, a lot of TV show, somehow now we're looking back, it predicts our reality because entertainment, we really talk about mind control, inter-container mind control, right? Entertainment, inter-contain the mind, MENT is the mind. So if we really look deep into this way, we can see how our society, how our reality has become. It was orchestrated for us and lead us into this reality. And the 2016 election, the COVID lockdown, it's just also a way to divide us because the force, the elites or whatever, whoever control behind the scene of the simulation knows that once we are collected, once we are together, we are strong, we have the power to really shift this reality in this simulation that we can redirect our reality. Literally, we have individually experience of this reality and also the massive is directing towards the AI. Take a look at this graph that I got from the podcast of the Diary of a CEO. It was show the Mac 7 share of S&P 500. Where attention goes, energy flows. Money is the energy. So as you can see, all these 7 companies, the Mac 7 companies, NVIDIA, Apple, Alphabet, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, and Tesla. So you can see all these 7 companies are also a reflection of our reality that is leading us towards the digital world, towards the digital reality, towards the humanoid, robotic, AI, and slash alien. reality. Alien is not from outer space. Alien is literally an advanced technology that is the cyborg human race combined of AI, robotic. Many ancient texts talks about our mind. Our mind is a projection of our reality. In today's quantum physics also proves that in the double slit experience. An experience shows that when no one's watching, it acts like a superposition, a wave function of all the possibilities that exist. But when somebody observe, when somebody watch, the wave collapse into one possibility, which means that whoever is observing that experience is the one who collapse and formation of the reality for the conscious to experience. As a collected conscious, which is our subconscious, is a reflection of the massive, the reality that we are experiencing right now. So based on that graph that I just showed you, you can see very obviously that's what's going on, and that's a reflection of where the energy flows. COVID lockdown actually sped up this process because when we are locked down, what do? We stuck our face onto our phone, literally 24/7, right? If not, we're on the laptop, working from home, or we're just watching Netflix, streaming. So we were locked down, we are not outside, and we're not even experiencing human to human contact. The only contact that we have 24/7 is technology, it's the screen, it's the television, right? It's the cinema. Cinema, and actually, this is going to be a little bit off subject, but cinema that I questioned just not too long ago because I'm trying to piece up together if television is telling us a vision, then what is cinema mean? And the answer came to me. Cinema is sin, S-I-N, matrix, cinema. Okay, so what we consume, what we watch, the entertainment, we have to be really conscious, aware. What are we watching? What are we listening? Especially news, especially certain type of movies. Yeah, as I mean, why are the movies that we consume the last 20, 25 years, or even the late 90s, seems all came true in our reality. I won't call it prediction. A lot of people are talking about it's predictable programming, but I see it as whatever we put in right in front of our eyes, in front of our faces, is literally changing our paths and redirect the future outcome. Our time does not work, does not exist linear. We as a human has the free will to choose. Even though all the creation are finished, but within us, we still have the free will to choose which outcome, which creation, which timeline that we want to experience. So our inside job, everyone's job within us is very important. If we want to shift this reality, the reality that seems like nobody wants to experience, we really have to come together, not separate, but come together as one, because we are all connected. If we don't come together, our energy is it diverse, right? Where attention comes, energy flows. In order to have a strong energy, we have to come together and have a same targeted attention to focus on and to shift the reality from within. So your inside job today, after you watch this video, is really to go within, to quiet your mind, to get away from the noises, the distraction, and be aware of what are you putting in front of your eyes, in front of your faces. Television, cinema, entertainment are all covering our mind. All right. I made a video about how we can raise the level of our consciousness. If you haven't watched that video, click here. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor. Please subscribe, because where energy goes, energy flows. So as a collective, we have a lot of inside work to do, inside job to work on. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.